Hey guys, I decided to do a video on why I started vaping. Uh, More specifically, why I decided to quit smoking. Because I was vaping on and off for like 1.5, 2 years, but it was one of those things of I'd vape for a little while and I'd go back to smoking cigarettes, and then I'd vape for a little while and then I'd go back to smoking cigarettes. And normally I would just use the vape to like have fun. Like I never actually stopped smoking cigarettes for longer than 2, 3 days, and I go right back to smoking cigarettes again. And I finally decided to stop smoking because before I started smoking, one, the number one reason why most people decide to quit smoking, well, the number two reasons is it was getting harder for me to breathe, and I'm only 20 years old. It shouldn't be hard for me to breathe. Like, I don't have any lung affections. Like, I don't have, I think it's cystic fibrosis or any of that kind of stuff. So, like, at 20 years old, I shouldn't be, because I'm not gonna lie, it got bad. Like, sorry, let me adjust that. It got to the point where it was hard for me to walk through a mall because I'd be breathing hard and stuff like that because I smoke. Well, I smoked a lot. And the other reason is if I, in the middle of the night, for any reason, switch to laying on my back, I would actually wake up not breathing. I wouldn't have been able, or I couldn't breathe. And in all honesty, it started to scare me because the first few times it happened, I chalked it up to night terrors because I'm really bad with night terrors. Like, I'll wake up throwing punches, I'll wake up shaking, and I didn't want to be struggling to play with my kids when I finally have them. I didn't want to struggle to run and play with my son. I didn't want to have to tell him, no, Daddy can't play with you at the park because Daddy can't breathe. And in all honesty, I'm going to be completely honest, when I get down to zero milligram nicotine, I'm not going to stop vaping because it's fun. That's another reason why I ultimately chose vaping. It's fun. It's something that you meet a lot of nice people doing. Like, I've met some really cool ass people. Namely, the people that work down at Vaping and Portage. I've had some really great conversations over there. I got one of my friends into vaping. I actually hope I've gotten a lot more people than just one person into vaping, but but it's another one of those things where it's another creativity let out. Like, the way you build your mod, the different types of mods you can have, the different types of juices you can use. I was smoking for 5, 6 years. I started really young, and well, I had my first cigarette at 14, and I started heavily smoking cigarettes at 16. It was probably 16 when I started heavily smoking cigarettes. So only 4 years, but still, that's a lot of cigarette smoking. And it got to the point where I was smoking, at my worst, a pack and a half to 2 packs a day. And I was coughing all the time. I could barely breathe. It really took a toll on my singing voice. Like, it really took a toll on a lot of things in my life. I didn't like it. And I can tell you, in that entire 4 years of smoking, I never once had a cigarette that was Cracker Jack flavored or McDonald's pie flavored. Let's see here, what else we got? Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's what I attribute it to, Cinnamon Toast Crunch flavored. Captain Crunch flavored. Any of these flavors that you can get, I never had one that tasted like that in 14 years. Or, wow, 14 years, 4 years. But that's another reason also ultimately why I chose to vape, because it also doesn't bother people. You can have fun with it. I mean, I've had many a times when I'm driving around in the car and we ultimately try to see how fogged out we can get the car. It turns into a little competition, and you can do that with cigarettes, but you gotta smoke a lot of cigarettes to fog out a car. But ultimately, I wound up choosing vaping because it's better for my health. I mean, like I said, I'm 20 years old. I don't want to be looking down the road being like 24, 25, can't breathe, hugely out of shape. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm out of shape, but I want to do stuff to better that impact. And in all honesty, I thank God for the people that started this. Because, I mean, without them, who knows where the hell a lot of people would be at this point. I mean, yeah, who knows where a lot of my friends would be, I mean, at this point already. And I'm not going to be the type of person where it's like, well, if you don't vape, then you're going to die unhealthy, and that's not cool, and you have to start vaping, or I'm going to kick your ass type thing. If you want to start vaping, I mean, I highly recommend it, because I've already it's only been 2-3 weeks, no, probably like a week and a half, getting on 2 weeks, that I haven't had a cigarette. It's been straight vape, and I feel better. I'm in a better mood a lot of the times. I can taste better, I can smell better, and over time, the only thing that's going to happen is those senses are going to start coming back even more. And I'm going to start working on trying to get into better shape and pretty much trying to improve my overall health. Because, in all honesty, all down to it, number one main reason why I chose vaping was to improve my health. Because I made a horrid mistake at 16, and thanks to the people that have created these wondrous box mods and tube mods, or even the pen mods, and these wondrous juices, I can reclaim my health. Because I horribly addicted to cigarettes. I was horribly addicted. I tried just stopping. That didn't work at all. I tried switching to chew. That didn't work at all. I'm allergic to the nicotine patches. In all honesty, if it wasn't for vaping, I probably would never have quit cigarettes. And it's really nice to know that I'll be able to reclaim my own health. Because, like I said, I was horribly addicted to cigarettes. It was to the point where, when I didn't have a job, before I got my first few jobs and started paying for my own cigarettes, even when I was paying for my own cigarettes, when I'd run out, I would resort to picking the butts out of ashtrays at my house, thank God. Not any public places, just the ashtrays at my house. And I'd pull the tobacco that wasn't smoked, and I'd put it into a a pipe, and I'd smoke it, just straight tobacco, and I'm not talking like a tobacco pipe. I'm talking about what you would normally use for illegal substances. And it was bad. It was really bad. And I know I've rambled a lot. So if any of you are still here at the, what are we at now? 10-minute, 30-second mark. I want to thank all of you that are my subscribers. I know I don't have many, but I do want to thank my subscribers. And I do want to thank my future subscribers. If you're watching this video, I want to thank you too, because every subscriber gets me closer and closer to that 1,000 mark. And like I said, the quicker I can get to that mark, the quicker I can start giving back to you fans. Because I was always raised to never forget where you came from. And I'm 20 years old, looking for a job, and I guess this is my way that I can vent. I can review products that actually mean something to me. I can talk to the people that I wouldn't normally be able to talk to that are states away. And you guys can talk to me. And that's the part that I enjoy. So this has been a complete, not really rant, more of a story, I guess you could say. And like I said, I want to thank every single one of you that share my videos, that view my videos, that have subscribed to my channel. I want to thank all of you, because like I said, without you, I'd be someone talking to a camera with no one watching. So I want to thank you all, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon, whenever you're viewing this. I know it's probably like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning when I made this, but I'm going to get to uploading it, so I will talk to you all in the next video.